Get up! Get up!
Every single organization on the planet, even our own careers, function on three levels. What we do, how we do it, and why we do it. Everybody knows what they do. Some people know how they do it, but very, very few people and very, very few organizations know why they do what they do. And so, I spend my time and all my energy explaining to people and trying to get out there that there's this third component, this essential component called the why. And the challenge is, and what a lot of companies will say is, but we don't have time to worry about why we do what we do. We're too busy worrying about what we're doing and how we're doing it. And the answer is if you're only looking for short-term success, and if you're only looking for short-term gains, and you don't want your organization to survive for a long time, then absolutely you can ignore the why. The problem is that the why is the foundation of everything we do. And organizations with a clear and strong sense of why are the ones who not only are more innovative, but command greater loyalty. They can charge premiums if they want to, they're more profitable, and they survive for the longest. The question is, can the why be obsolete in the speed of technology changing all the time? And the answer is that the why is the foundation. Fashions change, and so we want to repaint your house, a different color because it's more fashionable to be green instead of blue these days. You want to change the doors, the shutters. Does that mean that you don't need a foundation for the house? And of course, it's a ridiculous notion, which is the only way to keep the technology you're investing in focused is because of your strong sense of why. Otherwise, you're constantly just chasing something that evaporates and you spend your whole time chasing your tail. A lot of companies have a different why, but it's not just the why. It's the combination of why you do what you do, how you do it, and what you do. So some companies might have the exact same why, but what they do is very different, or how they go about doing it is very different. And just like a fingerprint, it's the combination of those three things that make a company special and unique. So are there an infinite number of whys? Absolutely not. But there are an infinite number of combinations of how you do things, why you do them, and what you do. The fundamental basis of a why is deeply human. And it is that sense, it's the same thing that drives people to cults. We call it the cult of Apple or the cult of some company. It is the sense of needing to feel like we belong. It is the same thing that we're drawn to religion. It is community and culture, and in our modern world, those communities and those cultures are happening around companies. They're happening around brands. In the past, it might have been something different, and we had a more segregated society based on, a king or tribalism, but it's modern day tribalism is what it is. And we look to these companies to provide that leadership. But it is a fundamental human reality. It's just that we live in a modern business world. Technology can't help find the why per se. It can help communicate it on a larger scale. What technology is wonderful at doing is spreading information, connecting us to people, driving the speed of transactions, moving at scale. This is what technology is so good at, and speeding process. And so fundamentally, the discovery of why is still a human experience. It's like finding oneself. Can you find oneself, by sitting in front of a computer, or do you have to go march the Himalayas or something? But technology, once the why is clear, is a fantastic way of getting it to spread at much greater scale, at much greater speed than ever before. Is leadership a management concept or a marketing concept? The answer is it doesn't matter. You need both. Marketing is the way an organization speaks. You and I use our mouths. A company uses marketing. The question is what's coming out of their mouth. Marketing is the means of communication, and that communication has to have a clear sense of purpose or cause or why. Management is what is the mechanism that feeds and reminds the internal organization of why they come to work, or at least the leadership should be. So it's not better or worse or different. It's different ways of using the same tool. You can use a hammer to build a house or a table. It doesn't make a difference.
Get up!